Okay, time to go after Puck. If you're wondering why it seems like I'm clicking extra loudly, it's because I am, so that I have a good reference point to sync together my commentary audio with the video footage. Recording for this game has been kind of a pain in the dick, but I'm doing it anyway because I love this game. Alright, let's get started on some puzzles straight away. As opposed to gay away, I guess. I'm not gonna continue down that line of thought any further. I can't always be funny on a dime, unfortunately, but I do try my best. Let's see here. Trying to figure out where things go can be interesting sometimes. That's... not sure where this goes yet. Far too blurry and forch. That's almost right. Not quite, though. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. That seems... more... Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. This goes somewhere down at the bottom. Other than that, I'm gonna have to... Let's see. I'll just end that sentence there. I'm gonna have to ... What was she trying to say? Whatever I'm trying to say, I need to make sure I'm speaking it into the microphone. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I don't have like a mic stand or a mic arm for my microphone, so I'm sitting it on my laptop. It's like on the right side of my laptop next to the trackpad that I never use because trackpads are really annoying to me. So I kind of have to have it turned at an angle to make sure that my voice is getting picked up, and I am... Man, it's not that I'm having trouble with this, but I'm having a hard time focusing on it, I guess. I'm not sure why, but that seems correct. Let's see. I need to just think about this for a second. That does not go there. That goes there, actually. Oh, nice. Hey, we're getting places. Things are happening. Yeah, those definitely needed to go up. Let's see. These buildings need to go on the bottom, I think. Somewhere on the bottom. Confound it. Oh, there we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Oh, we're so close. There we go. That took longer than it should have. Tower Bridge at sunset. Artist unknown. Hell yeah. I'll go ahead and save that. Ooh. Can I speedrun this Rotascope puzzle? You'll see. Oh no. It's this one. I always have an inordinate amount of trouble with this one, because a lot of the shapes and such have similar details, so it's kind of hard to tell where they're supposed to go. I think I have all the outside pieces, they're just not where they're supposed to be. Let's see if I can figure that out. Okay, that should go there. And that goes there. And I think this go... Let's see. I'm definitely not getting this. That's fine. Actually, maybe these two need to be... No. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting the time bonus on this one. That's fine. I kind of resigned myself to that preemptively, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and restart. Now that I know I'm going to fail, the time pressure is off, and I can just focus on solving the puzzle. But, what was I going to say? Oh. I think I need to just, like, take... I'm gesturing with my hands as if you can see it. I think I need to take the entire picture and just, like, rotate every single piece to the right once. If I could do that, that would be just fine and dandy. Hold on. Nope. There we go. Big Ben, photographed by Andrew Ward. I bet that would be cool to see in person. And that brings up the thought of, you know, on the one hand, I would like to go visit London, visit England in general, but on the other hand, the UK is exceptionally unfriendly to trans people right now, at least at time of recording. Hopefully that changes at some point. So I'm not sure I would be particularly safe going there. So maybe I'll hold off on that until things are better over there. Who the hell knows how long that's gonna take with how slow politics can be in general. But on the other hand, even if things were better, I don't have a passport. I would need to get that squared away, and I don't really know what the process for that entails. I've heard that it's not, like, that bad to get a passport. I wasn't expecting to get that so soon. But anyway, I've heard that it's not, like, that bad to look into getting a passport or whatever. I just haven't done it. I haven't really had the need to, because, like, I've never been outside of the country before. I would like to, but... God, that shit is not cheap. I don't know a whole lot about the UK in terms of, like, history or culture or whatever. I'm not the most learned bird out there, let's put it that way. This definitely goes somewhere down here. I'm just not quite sure where. There. That wasn't so bad, actually. The dome at St. Paul's Cathedral, photographed by Andrew Ward once again. Was putting in work for Microsoft, I guess. Alright, time for a good old-fashioned slices puzzle. This shouldn't take very long. There we go. You might be able to tell who this is supposed to be just on the general face shape. But if not, then it will reveal itself shortly. Really interesting. There we go. Ah, it goes on the bottom there. That makes sense. Alright, let's get the top of this man's dome. Oh, nice. I didn't have to rotate it. There we go. Bust of William Shakespeare. Artist unknown. Old Billy Shakes. I've never seen a Shakespeare play live before. I like, you know, we did some readings of brief excerpts of Shakespeare plays in college and stuff, and I've watched a couple of the Kenneth Branagh movie adaptations. Like, I've seen the Much Ado About Nothing one. Ooh, nice. And I've seen the Othello one. I don't remember much about them, but I remember Lawrence Fishburne was really good as Othello in the title role. That man can act. It's like, yeah, I would hope so. He's literally an actor. He's paid to act. But, I don't know. That might be nice to see a Shakespeare play live. There's productions of his plays literally everywhere, probably. I'm sure I could find something if I looked hard enough. It might be easier to understand what's actually happening in the plays if I were to watch one in person. Because, like, if you're trying to parse old 1600 English in text form, it's a lot harder than if you're, like, watching somebody act out the words and, you know, have body language and, you know, cues and stuff to work from. Because, like, the thing about Shakespeare, and this isn't, like, revelatory information or anything, is that he wrote in relatively plain language for the time, but it's just that English has changed so much in the past 400 years since his time that, like, it sounds really weird to us. Like, it's definitely English, but it's hard to follow if you're not used to it. Wasn't expecting that. I'll take it. Oop. I'm having less of a difficult time here than I thought I would, which I'm not going to complain about that. Because it seems like this is the type of puzzle where the lines could blur together in a way that is difficult to parse. Although, now that I say that... Really? Interesting. That looks like it lines up, like, perfectly, but somehow it doesn't. That's fine. I'll move on. Cool. Speaking of things that line up, there we go. There we go. She's doing it. She's making it happen. Okay, that's what I was missing with that one. There we go. Nice. Phone booths on a London street. Photographed again by Andrew Ward. That man was busy. The phone booth thing reminds me. Any of y'all ever watch Doctor Who? I'm sure some of you have. I have seen, like, maybe 3 episodes of it ever. My parents and I watched a few episodes of, I think it was the Christopher Eccleston era. He was like the 9th Doctor, I think. I only know that through cultural osmosis. And it was pretty entertaining. And sometimes I think to myself, you know what, hey, I should check out Doctor Who properly, see what the fuss is about. But, like, there's a million bajillion episodes. I counted. I went to the episode list, and I manually counted that. There are, in fact, a million bajillion episodes. I triple-checked. And, like, that's a lot of television. Like, except for after it got canceled in the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around there, that show has been running for, like, 50-something years. 60-something years, possibly. That's a lot of television. And it's all pretty long, too. I think they're all, like, hour-long episodes. It's like, I don't know that I have time for that. I have other things that I want to do. What on earth is that weird-ass shape? Let's try and get it if we... Nope. Get it if we can. There we go. Okay, that was a person. It's just the shapes they used for it were weird. But that's like the whole thing with find and fill puzzles, is that the shapes are weird. Oop. There we go. I was missing that little bit. That's not it. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if anybody has any recommendations for a specific era of Doctor Who that I could watch, that would be cool, I guess. Feel free to send me your recommendations. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Because, like, I'm not opposed to it, but again, that's a lot of goddamn television. And that is a tower. Malmesbury Market. Artist unknown. Okay, it's not a tower, but it's a structure in the center of the square. I know words, except when I don't. Oh, I've solved half the puzzles in London already. Just want to make sure I have that saved. Ooh, I like this puzzle a lot. No, like, particular reason why, I guess. I think it's neat. Let's see. I'm a sucker for flowers, and this puzzle has a lot of them. I guess that's that. This piece has like a little bit more of a curve to it. There we go. I was like, you'd think it would line up somewhere here, and it turns out it does. That's not where that goes. That's not how that goes. Y'all, go watch Dead Laws if you haven't. Go watch Noel playing games. It's good. It's a furry TTRPG actual play YouTube channel. It's really good. At the time of recording, they're airing Season 2 of Cape Escape, and I've been loving it. But that is neither here nor there. I gotta solve this puzzle. Go. Relatively easy for the pieces to line up with this one, which is pleasing to me specifically. Nice. Combo. I apologize for being a dork sometimes. That's just who I am. Local bird, total dork, news at 11. What was I going to say before I distracted myself by being an idiot? Live on the internet? Technically not live on the internet. I'm recording this offline. You know what I mean. Right. I like this puzzle theme. I like the prominent use of bagpipes in it. I feel like bagpipes get unfairly maligned and made fun of. Westminster Abbey with tulips. Photographed for like the 5th time by Andrew Ward. I hope he got paid well for all of his hard work. But yeah, I think bagpipes get a bad rap. Sure, you can't use them for like every conceivable musical situation. You wouldn't like use bagpipes in like a death metal band or whatever, but they have their place. Actually, now that I say that, I bet if you rolled with it hard enough, maybe you could pull off bagpipes in a death metal context. I'd like to see someone try that. Maybe it wouldn't turn out well, but maybe it would actually kick ass. I don't know. I can't think of any examples offhand of bagpipe death metal. But for some reason, that does remind me of Ailstorm, which is, I don't think they use bagpipes, but they're a power metal band that sings exclusively about pirate stuff. And this is a Cedar armario. Artist unknown. But yeah, Ailstorm is a power metal band and I think from Scotland, and they sing exclusively about pirates and pirate-related material. And they're quite good at it. God, my commentary is really scattershot today. I'm bouncing from tangent to tangent. And, you know, I guess that's just how it is sometimes. I didn't really have anything else prepared to talk about today, because my life hasn't been, my day-to-day life, I haven't had anything notable happen to me lately. That's how I want to phrase that. Nothing notable has happened in my life lately, so I haven't had anything to talk about. I gotta wing it and hope that things sound at least partially okay. Nice, didn't have to rotate it at all. Let's move this so I can, oh, that didn't help me at all. I'm trying to keep all of the puzzle pieces in view. Let me move this over here. There we go. Okay. Seems like I might want to put a leg on here. No? You don't want the leggy? You don't want the leggy. Not right now, anyway. How about the sword? Oh, it's a pain in the ass to select this one. You can't just click near a piece to select it. You have to, like, physically click on it. Which does make sense. But it's just, can be annoying sometimes. Let's attach these two. Maybe we try working on the body here before we attach it to the statue. Actually, I think this is the right orientation. This looks more like a torso to me. Yeah, that's a torso, whereas these are like the hips and the starting of the legs. Starting of the legs? Beginning of the legs. I know how words work sometimes. Can you tell that I was an honor student in college? Because I can't. I guess I can talk about that. I had generally pretty good grades throughout school. Not that I, like, talk about that much nowadays or really think it's anything to write home about or brag about. It's just, I did what I had to do to pass school, you know? And I will give you this sword as soon as, there we go. Let me put your head on. And there we go. Top of Nelson's Column in Trafalgar Square by John Nash. But yeah, I did well enough in community college that I got a scholarship to the big boy college that I went to, and I stayed in the nerd dorm my first year there, and then the second year I went to a cheaper dorm that was still on campus because this was like 2 hours away from my parents' house, and I couldn't realistically drive there every day, especially not since I was a music major and I had rehearsals for all the different ensembles I was in and my private lessons and all that nonsense. Rooster. Or a chicken, at least. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that everybody should go to college. I feel like that's kind of an outdated view. For one thing, a lot of people can't afford it, which sucks. And for another thing, college isn't like the be-all, end-all solution for everybody's path in life, no matter what that might look like. But it works for me, and I enjoyed myself there, and I became a much better musician as a result of my secondary education. and I met a lot of good friends there, some of whom I still talk to. But I think God, one of the things I miss most about college is not the courses necessarily, although I do like learning things, but just having everything be accessible in walking distance. God, that was nice. I don't like having to rely on like having a car to, you know, driving everywhere. Hate that shit. Cockfight. Artist unknown. Alright, we found the last puzzle piece for Puck, and now we can go after him directly. Save real quick. Let's do it. Alright, this is not as hard as it looks. It's just that most of the pieces are blurry. We just need to find where... We just need to find a good starting point, and then we can start aligning pieces from there. Excuse me. I don't think that... Well, Maui's challenge was pretty tough, but I don't think the Trickster's challenges get too tough until, like, the fourth one. So I guess it's only the second out of 7, so it's still pretty manageable. But once we get far enough along in the game, I will probably be recording those challenges and then uploading them as separate videos, just so that you know I don't do a particular city and then you know you have to watch me struggle on a Trickster challenge for like half an hour or whatever. This seems correct. Let's see. Let's find what goes in this big corner. That seems like a good place to start. It might be tough to tell because these puzzle pieces seem a lot blurrier than usual, which is not great. It can be hard to tell where to start. Actually, that seems correct. Relatively correct. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Let me turn off the grid. Those two definitely fit together. Alright. We have a pretty okay foundation to work with. But I was talking about college? Yeah, college. and how I missed that I could just walk to all the places that I needed. I could, you know, if I was hungry, I could just walk to the cafeteria. If I needed to go to my classes, I could just walk to my classes, walk back to my dorm at night to go to bed, work on homework, etc. Although there was one exception. I did most of my basic classes in community college before I went to proper college, but I didn't finish all my science credits, so I had to take a science class. I think it was a chemistry class, which, God, I struggled. I passed, but it was with a low B. I just don't have I don't know, I have a hard time wrapping my brain around it, I guess. But, the semester I had to take that chemistry class, I was also in the wind ensemble, or the wind band. If you don't know what that is, it's very similar to an orchestra, but instead of a string section, it's just more wind instruments. That's pretty much it, to, you know, simplify things. But, I was in the wind band for the entirety of my time at that college. But the semester I had to take my chemistry class, that was like way on the other side of campus, and it was right after wind ensemble practice, and the timing worked out such that I was not going to be able to, you know, wrap up with the wind band, put all the instruments up, get all my stuff together, and then make it to my science class. I was either going to be late every time, or I would have to just say book it at a dead sprint and just barely make it. And that wasn't That didn't sound like my idea of a good time, so instead I just, that's not right. This is vexing me. This isn't right either, actually. I need to line this, whatever piece goes up here. So I had to, and I didn't own a bicycle, so I had to rent a bike from the school every week, which was fine. It was a pain in the dick, and sometimes I had to hustle to do it because I didn't remember in time. But one time I was I had biked to my chemistry class, and I had tied off the bike to like a nearby pole or whatever, and I went to class, and I came back out, and it was late at night. Not late at night, but the sun was setting, and it was almost fully dark. And I saw somebody hunched over my bike. I was like, "Hey!" And they looked up, they saw me, and they immediately walked off. So like someone was trying to steal that bike. I didn't see that person again, but they were definitely trying to steal my bike. And like it wasn't even my bike. I say that like it wasn't my bike. It was the school's bike, and I might have had to. I would have had to. It would have been a whole thing with the. Oh, thank God. That was the first bit of progress I've made in like 3 minutes since I started telling that story. But that was the only time something like that happened. I wouldn't describe my college that I went to as, like, especially, how do I want to phrase this and not look like an asshole? It's not the kind of place where it didn't strike me as the kind of place where that sort of thing would happen often. Like, that was the only time something like that happened in the entire time that I went there that I know of, but it was still kind of a shock, you know? Okay, I've got the bottom lined up here. Let's try and find this flower here. In my practice playthrough, I was done by now. This puzzle only took me 6.5 minutes, but trouble is, I wasn't, talking at the same time. I'm trying to provide interesting and or entertaining commentary. That's how they get you. But I think I'm finally starting to get somewhere, thank goodness. I don't want to have to provide timestamps for this individual puzzle too, you know? But yeah, I enjoyed my time at college, and I do miss it, but I don't miss the classes part. I miss being able to walk everywhere, and I miss being essentially forced to hang out with my friends every day. Because, when you're with a group of people and you're all doing the same thing, that's naturally like a good opportunity to, get to know each other better and hang out and stuff. But when you've all got your own separate lives going on and you're all doing your own thing, it can be hard to like get together sometimes. Like my I still talk to my best friends that I had while I was in college, but we don't see each other very often just because, we all have our own lives and going on and stuff. And like, that's not inherently a bad thing. That's just part of being an adult, but it does suck, But, nice, that goes there. Anyway. It is what it is, I guess. And I try not to say that all the time, because there's only... You can only go, well, that's just how life is, I guess, so much before you start, having a meltdown, but... That's just how life goes sometimes. And it's not ideal, but you gotta learn to live with it. Part of being an adult is, is having to deal with shit you don't like. Like paying bills. Nobody likes paying bills. But you gotta do it. I've almost got this solved. Just need to prick out these last few pieces. Where the hell does this go? There the hell does that go? Let me turn this back on. Boom! Flowers. Artist unknown. Once again, this puzzle-solving music is probably going to overlap into the next narration segment, and I do apologize in advance for that.
Puck is back inside the puzzle box. Next, you'll be going after Eris, the goddess of discord.
Discord? Boodoo?
Even on Mount Olympus, life wasn't always perfect. But one prankish goddess found a way to get even with her enemies by giving them a gift. Eris, twin sister of Ares, god of war, was the mistress of mayhem, the queen of quarrels. Wherever she went, disagreements, arguments, brawls, and wars seemed to follow. One day the gods gave a party, and Eris found out she wasn't invited. Find the piece that shows the home of the gods.
We'll do that later. Next time, we're gonna start tracking down the Eris puzzle pieces. Thanks for watching, everybody.